Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and in this video I'm going to share some information with you about two of my favorite superfoods, which are Spirulina and broken cell wall Corella. Now these are two supplements, nutrient-dense superfoods that I've been taking for a really long time. Both of them for more than 20 years, and both of them for very different reasons to start, but also because they have a lot of properties that are so amazing for just helping you walk through life in detoxification, immune support, helping balance your blood sugar, powerful antioxidant properties, so high in vitamins, minerals, tons of protein in both of these superfoods. And there are so many reasons to add one of these or both of these into your supplement routine. Now, when I first started taking broken cell wall Corella, it was because I was getting all of my amalgam fillings removed right around when I turned 40. So I'm now 63, so I've been taking broken cell wall Corella for more than 2 decades. When I was getting my silver removed, I did a ton of research, and I wanted to know not just what dentist would help me remove them safely, but what could I do to support my body while these metals were being removed from my teeth? Because we get a lot of exposure to mercury, which is in those amalgam silver fillings when we get them removed. And so it's very, very important, first of all, that you go to a biological dentist who can understand how to protect you when you're having these removed. And I'm not a dentist and I'm not a doctor. The information that I'm going to share with you in this video is based on my own research, my own experience, and it's completely my opinion. So, of course, do your own research when it comes to taking your care of your own health, and also when it comes to adding anything into your diet or your supplement routine. So please do your own due diligence. Now, one of the things that I love about broken cell wall Corella is that it's actually a fairly new superfood. It was only really discovered about 100 years ago, in the late 19th century. And it was in the 1940s and 1950s when they really started doing some heavy research on it, because they found that it was super high in protein, it was high in a ton of vitamins and minerals. But then they discovered that it's due to its tough cell wall that when the human body would consume it, it was not bioavailable. So in the 1960s and 70s is when they developed the technology to break that cell wall so that it was able to be absorbed into the body, and all of those nutritional benefits were bioavailable and could be utilized. So when I first started looking at getting my silver fillings removed, one of the things that I came across, and I kept seeing research on it, was broken cell wall Corella. And of course, I've always been an exerciser, so all of the benefits from Corella, besides helping your body detox from heavy metals, its ability to help with exercise performance, its ability to give you all those nutrients and high protein, everything about it was attractive to me. Now, the thing that was interesting is I actually took a pretty high dose as I was getting my silver fillings removed. And there's two things that I've come to realize, at least this was my personal experience, that you might need to be aware of if you are considering adding Corella to your supplement routine. Number one is that when you first start taking it, especially if you take a fairly high dose, you might feel a little nauseous. And here's where I would suggest, if you're not sure of adding any supplements to your routine, check in with a doctor, find a functional medicine doctor who can guide you, and not just with the right supplements, but possibly the dosing as well, which is just as important. So what I did is I backed off on the dosage a little bit while my body acclimated and got used to it. And then I actually did a fairly high dose during the 18 months that I was having all of my silver fillings removed. And now, to this day, more than 20 years later, I take 4 capsules of a broken cell wall Corella that we actually now have in our line and have for 10 or 12 years we've been carrying this, and we actually source ours organically off the coast of Hawaii. That's also where our Spirulina comes. But this is a very good source of something that can actually help you detoxify from the daily exposure that we get from different heavy metals. It might be in the food we eat, might be in the air we breathe, it might be some of the things that maybe we accidentally put on our skin or we just come in contact with. Now, if you are a person who has silver fillings still in their mouth, this, to me, in my own opinion, is something that would be very, very important to add into your supplement routine just for prevention, to keep your body, clear of an accumulation of heavy metals. Now, the second thing that I noticed when I started taking especially high doses at around the time that I was removing my silver from my teeth is that there was a metallic smell that was coming out of my urine. And from the research I did and my own experience, this is very, very common as your body is expelling it. Now, I've actually had friends say that when they started using Corella, they could actually have a metallic-y smell come out when they're sweating as well. So if this is something that you've experienced, or maybe you didn't experience that, or maybe you're thinking that sounds crazy, I'd love to hear what you think in the comments about that. So broken cell wall Corella has actually really come to the forefront this last probably 50 years in its ability to detoxify the body, provide nutrient-dense supplementation with all the vitamins, all the minerals, all its antioxidant properties, its ability to balance blood sugar, help balance your cholesterol, all of those things. There's so many beautiful reasons to consider adding broken cell wall Corella to your diet. Now, I do 2 capsules twice a day, and I don't skip. Now, another thing that I add in is the beautiful, beautiful Spirulina. Now, both of these are algae, and the difference with Spirulina is it's been used for centuries. This is not a new supplement like Corella is relatively new compared to the long, long history of Spirulina. The Aztecs in Mexico used it for centuries because they discovered that it is so nutrient dense. And like I said, the high levels of protein, bioavailable protein, and the vitamins and minerals. In fact, Spirulina has all of your complete B vitamins, including B12. And it also is powerful antioxidant, powerful anti-inflammatory, amazing for exercise endurance. It's good for skin health. There are so many reasons to add these superfoods. Now, when I added Spirulina back in my 30s because I was in the gym, I was teaching classes. And one of the things I loved about it is that I believe it gave me a lot of dense nutrition that I wasn't necessarily getting in my diet. I didn't have the most perfect diet during my 30s. I exercised a lot, but I didn't eat the most perfect diet, and it always made me feel better when I threw some Spirulina into my smoothie. So you can actually get Spirulina in a bag, like a 16-ounce bag, which is a pound, or 4 ounces. You can do the same with Corella, to the best of my knowledge. But I am not a big smoothie person anymore. I used to make protein smoothies almost every day, and I would throw in a bunch of powdered supplements and berries and fruit and greens, and I'd make this big thick smoothie every day plus a scoop of protein, and I think I wore myself out in just how long and for how often I did smoothies. So now I actually take them in capsule form. So that's just an easy way for me, and you can do either one. But it's one of the things that I noticed is it helped me with exercise endurance when I would supplement daily with Spirulina. So I think it's one of those things that's definitely worth your time looking into. Now, what I do with both of these supplements is I do right now, and I've been doing this now for a long time, is I do 2 capsules twice a day. And I just feel like it's along with the supplement routine of all the things that I add, it's in what I call the Jane Health 4-pack. So I've got Detoxifier, which is your Corella. I've got Spirulina, and then I've got my Heart Love, which is your cayenne pepper, slippery elm, and cinnamon. So really good for your heart, your veins, your vascular system, and then your turmeric. So all of these are actually fairly inexpensive, humble little superfoods and herbs. And together, that's why I've put them together in this 4-pack, is because with a discount, because these are superfoods and easy to take supplements that are really, like I said, like the word food. These are foods. They're superfoods. They're so nutrient dense, packed full of things that can help with inflammation, help with, like I said, skin health, detoxification, high in protein, high in vitamins, high in minerals. Spirulina is even high in vitamin K. I mean, there's so many reasons to take a look at these supplements and consider adding them to your nutrition. So if you're a person who's been using either one of these supplements, I'd love to know what your experience is, what your ideas are, and is there something I left out of here? Because usually there's so much research and so many beautiful things happening with some of these supplements that are so well known that it's easy to leave something out, especially when it's just something that's part of my routine. So I'd love to know what you think. Maybe you're already doing either one of these, or maybe you're doing both. But let me know what you think, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.